Come on.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Controversy Lab.
Where controversy is key.
I'm your host, Lakel House.
And I am RTJ.
Thank you guys for joining in and tuning in with us. We appreciate all the support you guys are giving us on YouTube. If you guys have not went over to our YouTube channel, make sure you guys go over to YouTube, subscribe to us on YouTube, and turn on the notification bell. So that way that you guys stay up to date on all the videos we're uploading. We upload every single day, Monday through Friday. We have weekend rants on the weekend. So we implore you guys to join us, join the family here at Controversy Lab and support us. And if you guys have any ideas for the video content you guys might want to see, always be sure to leave it in the comment section below.
Bing.
We will, that's the notification bell sound.
My bad.
You hungry?
I jumped the gun.
Jump the gun. Not yourself when you're hungry. Got some sneaker bars in the break room. So what was I saying? Yeah, so if you guys want to see any specific topics, make sure you leave your information in the comment section below. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I will look at them. We will look at them and decide if, that's something that we'd be interested in doing a video on. So today,
we talking about Florida passing that weed law.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy
Okay,
day.
so let's be very, very specific because this is where a lot of confusion comes in for most people.
Yes,
because,
we had a huge argument about this one.
Yeah, well, we didn't get in an argument. We just did something that is very key, and I think most people should do. You had a stance.
Yes.
I had a stance, and we went to the law. That's it. I always say that. If we're going to have a conversation, because I believe in if I'm wrong, show me where I'm wrong so that I know better next time. You know what I'm saying? For me, a lot of people get it misconstrued. They try to prove points to be right. I don't try to prove points to be right. I try to prove points to, number one, enlighten people that might not know. And then at the same token, I might see something that might enlighten me. So the next time, if it happens again, I can tell people where to go to find it, right? So that's it. So then the big thing is with the whole cannabis piece, the reason why I'm in the know about what goes on a lot with, cannabis is because, you got something you want to say?
No, I'm listening.
You got a whole mic in your face.
I know, I'm listening.
You got to be whispering and moving
I didn't
your lips.
whisper nothing. I'm listening.
I heard your wet-ass lips moving
What
over there,
did I say?
bro. You got a big-ass wet mouth. Pause.
Oh, wait, chill.
No.
Yes, first of all, chill.
Every time I'm like,
I have been doing good. I haven't smacked. I haven't been smacked yet.
smacking ass.
But go ahead, finish.
No. So what I was saying, the reason why I'm in the know about most of this cannabis stuff is because, I was looking to open up a dispensary, and me and another business partner, we, went through the whole process of calling every single state, learning all the laws that correlated with each individual state. And here's the first caveat piece to most of you. Some of you people will see this video and be like, oh, it's a great opportunity for me to invest. One of the things that I learned with trying to open up a dispensary and trying to find somewhere to grow our product is that a lot of these states are blocking people from doing it from out of state. So a lot of these states require you to be a resident. But, of course, to be a
Makes
resident,
sense.
all you have to do is to go get you an ID. You can go find an Airbnb, not an Airbnb. You can go find you a roommate on Craigslist or some shit like that. Get you a room there. You know what I'm saying? Make it an address for yourself. Go get you an ID. And guess what? Use a resident. So there's a way around that. But in some states that I called, they said that you have to have been a resident for a year. And that's their way to kind of block that. You know what I'm saying?
Chill, back up. Why don't you just make it simple and just get a P.O. box?
Because you can't use a P.O. box.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So when I called them, they said they want to only keep it for residents. They don't want people. And the lady told me explicitly on the phone, she was like, look, we're doing this because we want to give, entrepreneurs the opportunity to take advantage. But she also did say she didn't want the wrong kind of they didn't want the wrong kind of entrepreneurs. Black people. You know what I'm saying? So they want to make it to where it's a certain which it ain't. Look, dude,
You want to give out the state in which you called?
Say what?
You want to give out the state in which you called?
I called
That's probably this particular.
the one that told me this information.
Yes.
No, I ain't gonna throw him under the bus.
Okay, cool.
I ain't gonna throw him under the bus. I'm gonna keep it. I don't snitch. I'm gonna keep it G. But anyway, so
whisper to me and I'll tell it.
no, so I keep it G. So moving along, we're gonna talk specifically about what happened in Florida. So in Florida, we have a young lady. I should have wrote her fucking name down. Shit. How can I fix this?
Senator?
No. She was Moore. I think her name was Moore. So Jasmine Moore or something like that. What is her name?
Ashley Moody?
Moody. That's what it is. Moody.
Does that do? Just ask me. The Attorney General?
You got it written down already?
Dude, I got the whole thing up.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay,
Attorney General.
Okay, so basically down in Florida, what happened is Attorney General, they were actually pushing forth the bill, the motion to actually try to legalize weed so that the people, the residents down in Florida could actually vote on it, right? because in 2009, Florida residents had already voted to legalize cannabis for medical use. So, of course, we all know that Florida residents are pro cannabis. So the thing is that when they were pushing forth this bill to try to get it passed, so Attorney Moody brought up the fact that, you know, there was some information that could have been misleading into the bill that they were trying to push. And once the state went to further review some of the misinformation that could have caused confusion with the bill that they were pushing to be passed so that the residents in Florida could vote on the bill, they chose to pull it. They said, you know what, let's pull it and let's do a revision so we can be explicitly clear in this bill. Now, you might be asking, what is the bill talking about? So what the bill is talking about in Florida, great news for Florida. Florida residents, for personal use, recreational use, can have up to 3 ounces. Actually, technically in the bill, it's 2.5.
Yes.
But it's up to 3 ounces. So 2.5 up to 3, give or take, ounces of weed you can have on you. They're also looking at legalizing in a lot of areas where people can actually sell. There's some actual counties that are trying to oppose this bill being pushed and being voted on, that they don't want it in their counties. But, you know, at the end of the day, in my personal opinion, I ain't never met nobody to smoke weed and went and fuck some shit up on purpose with the intention to.
Well, see, that goes back to, what's his name? Hoover. That goes back to the day where Hoover was pushing the narrative as far as, like, if
J. Edgar Hoover?
Yes. He was pushing the narrative as where it's a negative thing to actually smoke. At that particular time, well, yes, marijuana, being that marijuana is the original plant that came from Mexico. Right. Cannabis is the American plant. Mexico is the marijuana plant.
Right.
So he was pushing the narrative from that point simply because of a race thing.
No, most definitely.
And now
that's what most prohibitions are about.
No. Well, I think I don't think the alcohol prohibition is about that.
Most prohibitions are about racial discrimination. When you look at opioids, who was that specifically targeting back in the day? Asians. You look at marijuana, weed. Who's it?
I'll be honest with you.
Targeting blacks.
I don't know the history of opioids. To be honest with you.
Yeah, blacks and Mexicans. You know, coloreds, as our people like to call us.
But it's just it's something that's well overdue. And it's been from Hoover to Reagan to like all the things in between, all the people in between. This is something that I think can help people and should be legalized countrywide. And that's where I stand on that point because
fuck that.
It helps a lot of people.
Fuck that. It should be legal worldwide, universe-wide.
The reason I say countrywide is because we have the harshest laws against it.
I'm just saying there should be no country on the face of this planet. Here's my thing, and I side with Joe Rogan when I say this. You shouldn't be allowed to tell people what the fuck they can and can't do with their own body. If you want to smoke opioids.
I agree with you on that.
You want to smoke opioids? It's your body. Smoke motherfucking opioids. You want to smoke weed? Smoke weed. Who the fuck cares?
I agree with you on that. But we know when it basically comes down to it, it's a financial and it's a racial thing.
Of course, financial, racial, all day. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, weed will mellow you the fuck out. Like I don't think we have, like, it's been proven that most countries where weed is decriminalized and is legal, their crime rate is not that fucking high.
Amsterdam.
Look at fucking Amsterdam. They are chill as fuck over there. Weed mellows you the fuck out.
Shit, I go this far. I go this far. Oregon has just legalized every fucking thing. And I don't hear of many crimes happening in Oregon. However, I do know of a crime that happened on the outside of Oregon with an Oregon person. so as far as like Oregon, like I had an associate that went to Oregon. He was like, man, it was like the weirdest experience I ever had. He said a white dude came up to him and just walked off. He was like, yo, I don't know how to take that, but
he high. Leave him alone. He high.
That's exactly what I said. I said this dude is on a trip of his life. Just let him be. Just
shake I think you know what I mean. Like I feel like I haven't put much thought in it, but how amazing would it be though in our country if it was just like, you know what, if the federal government was like, listen, we're gonna legalize everything. States, and I feel like this is the way it should have been. This is what Kamala was trying to say until she partnered with Biden and she changed her fucking tune because she wanted to be the vice president. It's like, I don't like people like that. But I'm not going to get on Kamala. It's not about Kamala's fake ass switching up to get a position. Because before she was pro,
Kamala, you suck.
Then she got with Biden and was like, well, shut the fuck up. But anyway, so my whole point is this. I feel like the federal government should just make it legal countrywide and say, listen, every state, we're going to let y'all mandate whether you want people to use it or not. So we will have 4 U states and non-U states. And if you got a problem with people smoking where you live, move to a non-U state.
That sounds every bit of correct, but it's not. And the reason I say this is because now you got to understand the system, the people in, no, I'm not going to say the system, I'm going to say the people in which are in control. These are greedy, money-hungry fuckers.
But you can make a lot of money off legalizing this. You can tax it. Now,
I don't want
to be clear, they're already talking about taxing weed in Florida at 13%. 13% taxation on weed, which is going to make their fucking state a shit ton of fucking money. So my thing is there's plenty of money to make. I think I agree with you. It's a money play, right? But I think it's more also of a corruption thing. It's like, how can we get our hands in a motherfucking pot? You know what I'm saying? So if these people are not positioned to put their hand in the pot, I'm going to just hate on everybody else out there getting money. When you look at a lot of people going to California, when they legalized out in Cali, it was people going out there that were becoming millionaires overnight just off weed. Why? Because
Washington.
Shit's amazing. It's not a terrible drug.
It's not a terrible drug. It's a very healing drug too. Also, and
exactly.
When you even with my accident, my surgeries. After my surgeries, I didn't want to take the opioids, so I took the edibles and I smoked a little bit, and the pain immediately went away, and I didn't even get high.
Yeah.
So it's very beneficial when it comes to medicine. I mean, when it comes to healing the body. And that's one reason I kind of like really push for it, because it does a lot and it helps out a lot.
It's a fucking plant. It grows out of the earth. And it just so happens if you smoke it, it might make you feel good. And so this is my whole thing. Like it's a plant, bro. It's not like it's cocaine. It's not like cocaine is a plant, yes, but there is a whole process you have to go through to turn it into something that you can snort in your nose. Like weed, you pluck that shit, dry it out, break it down, and smoke it. It's a fucking plant. It's natural. It's healing, and it's been used as early as ancient Egyptian times for medicine. It is medicine. Like you see people online that are healing brain tumors from high THC oil. You know what I'm saying? Like it's medicine, which is why we look at now. We see now that's why it's becoming widespread, being used as medicine in the United States of America and across the world, because it is a medicine. It's a natural healing medicine.
This was funny. The same process that dried oregano goes through, weed goes through.
Interesting. And you can eat weed. You can eat weed. You can eat oregano.
The same process.
Same process. But so essentially, they're able to try to push this bill through because what it was is in Florida they were pushing for a adjustment to the Constitution, and so the Supreme Court down in Florida, these individuals are actually trying to push this bill forward. So a lot of people are saying that, when you look online, look at blogs, you're like, oh, it's a blow for the people that are pro-weed. I mean, it's not a blow for the people that are pro-weed. All it is they're just taking time to make a revision to the bill. Once they make the revision, which will probably take up to a year or so, I guess it would be considered a blow because they have to wait longer. So once they make the revision, and people are probably wondering, well, what's the revision? The revision it was not explicitly stated in the bill that it's still illegal federally. So when you think about it this way, this is how some of those sour ass fucking politicians were feeling in Florida that were not pro marijuana. They're like, you know what? We can't be misleading to people. If people see the bill the way it is now, they're going to think that it's legal federally. So pull the bill and explicitly say that it's still illegal federally. Maybe that'll make people not want to vote for it. Listen, they already voted for medical use. They're going to vote to pass it for recreational use. Like, stop being a little bitch and trying to stop people from getting high. Like, I ain't never met nobody that got high with weed and then decided I'm going to go beat somebody up.
That's one reason we got to get the old regime out.
Exactly. The old regime. Get your old ass out of office. Okay?
And I'm not a big advocate for, get out and vote, but get these bitches out.
I'm a big advocate. I'm a big advocate for voting locally. Right?
Yes, I'm there.
That's what I'm a big advocate for. I'm not a big advocate for the big votes for like president, because my vote does not count towards a president. My vote counts toward the electoral college, if you know anything about voting. And the electoral college is made up of who?
Local.
my local legislation, right? So it's important that you have your main power comes from you picking legislation that reigns over your state, right? That's where your power lies. So, the big thing is this. If this bill is passed, you motherfuckers might want to consider moving to Florida. Yeah. Yeah, so essentially, the medical marijuana industry has pretty much created this platform for people to see that, look, there are some health benefits here. It is helping people, especially young children that suffer from seizures. They have the cannabis oil that helps these people live a normal life. So, I'm looking forward to seeing, weed being legalized statewide, worldwide, nationwide, but we'll see what happens. Moving forward, yeah, man, Florida's going to be a spot that if you looking to walk around with about 3 ounces of weed on you and everything's all cool, then Florida might be the place for you.
We need to put out that this vote is not happening until 2022.
Yeah, this vote is not happening until 2022.
so don't ride down there and think this shit's happening now. It's not happening until 2022.
Yeah. So let's clarify that. It's still illegal federally. So if you go down there like, I'm finna go down there with 2 ounces of weed, and it's always that one dude, right? They'd be like, man, they got pulled over, had 2 ounces. Man, I thought they said it was legal down there, man. No, brother, it's not legal yet, bro. Give them time to get the bill out.
Yeah, so just wait till 2022 to see what happens in Florida.
Yeah, 2022 they're gonna do the vote. Once they do the vote, they're just gonna know, hey, yay, nay. And once, hey, bro, to be real with you, I might give me a rental property down there. So
side note, also, they're also doing classes down there. They're where you can learn about how to grow, how to do a business. So I can't remember the name of the school, but they're also doing classes down there in Florida where you can go and learn about the whole business.
I'm actually from Florida. I was born in Florida, so you already know what that means for me. You know what I'm saying? I got family.
Like
my whole
booty?
Huh?
Nothing.
No, my whole family, my whole family is in Florida. So, auntie, let me use that address, auntie. Let me get that spare room. I'll pay you month to month rent. You know what I'm saying? I don't even be down there. Just to be able to use the address. You know what I'm saying? So I go ahead and start my business up in Florida. That would be great, though. That's a huge milestone win for us, man. We're
actually trying to go with our own strand.
You know what's crazy? It's funny because, like I said, me and some business partners were looking to, 3-4 years ago, we were looking to get into the whole cannabis, arena. And it's funny that, in my mind, I was thinking, like, what state could I do it in? And people are like, Washington, or even Alaska. Alaska is probably, all the places I looked at, Alaska is the one that is the most, like, cutthroat and stringent. Like, they're trying to be laser focused on who they give permission to. So I was like, definitely not Alaska. But it's crazy. Now it's coming full circle. We got Florida, where I'm from, 4 hours away from where we currently are in Atlanta, Georgia. So for me, I'm like, you know what? I think, that's where I'm going to probably set my roots. It's probably in Florida because that's where I'm from. So we appreciate you guys tuning in with us and watching this episode of Controversy Live with us.
Where controversy is key.
Appreciate you guys supporting us. If you haven't already, be sure to go over to our YouTube channel. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe this video.
Follow us on all major platforms.
Make sure you follow us here on Instagram as well. If you
Bing! Hit the subscribe button.
In the notification.
I jumped the gun again.
No, you're good. You're good.
Right,
you did good. Matter of fact, we get a shirt for you with that. Just bing. Fucking bing.
Shit. Give me a shirt, and we'll come with a limited number of shirts for our day ones.
Yeah, so we talked about that last video.
Day one's gonna be getting it.
Make sure you guys comment on this video. Let us know. Comment down below day one. So when we drop the merch, everyone who has commented day one, you guys will be automatically added to our list to get free merch, free pack, hats, shirts, stickers, the whole nine. Just to show our support for you guys. They got us up to 700 subs on YouTube, so we appreciate you guys for supporting us.
Thank you.
With that being said, this concludes today's video.
Controversy out.